The one win against them, but that was a very important one.
The one that really mattered, Matthew, absolutely, the Boston Major Final. But here we go, a fresh best of 3. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be one very special game. You're one of the best crowd in esports. And let's make some noise as FaZe start on the CT side here. Cloud9 going on to T. Overpass will be the first map. This is going to be an absolute bloodbath. So much skill on the server, and as you can see, it kicks off in style. Olofmeister. 2 frags to open things up, both of them headshots, and Cloud9 got no choice but to bundle their way in towards the B-bomb site.
No stranger to success, Olof. He's won on this stage in 2016. He's won many majors. He got denied by these men, and the last time they played in the final, Kerrigan with 1 kill, but then accidentally takes Olof down, thankfully. His team is more than up to the task, and FaZe will start off with the pistol round. Convincingly, the only kill actually going against them from within.
Well, there we go. It's Olofmeister facing towards our monster tunnel. 2 headshots swiftly delivered. Cloud9 had no choice but just to commit at that point. You can't fall back. All 5 players on that side of the map. No bomb going down means they will have to force by here in the second. We're going to see Deagles, CZs, a couple of flashbangs, but Skadoodle will be on full eco. That's a very wise and informed decision he's made there. Obviously, once the AWP, that's going to be a very important battle, Matthew. Guardian not showing amazing form. Skadoodle's up and down, looked good yesterday. We'll see who comes out on top in that regard as the game develops. And here's Guardian getting very aggressive towards middle. He's trying to find that first pick, and find it he shall as he takes down Rush, looking towards a connector and trying to find another kill here and getting some backup from his teammates towards the connector now.
Skadoodle with bomb swings out at the playground. Tarek's directly in front. They're going to make contact with Guardian. He's tagged considerably in the first exchange with Skadoodle. That allows Tarek very easily to clean up the kill. And the bomb's recoverable in that situation. For the fact that Rain's also going to be aggressive and relentless in the bathrooms. We haven't seen him have the same form we typically are used to on this map as of late, and I think more and more people are getting used to how he plays it. Interesting to note that he's in front of the bathrooms this time rather than out toward the connector. It's Kerrigan playing in that position instead. Despite that they are both on SMGs, maybe a slight change to give Rain some new form, some unexpectedness, because I think that's exactly what it is that makes him so good on this map. Speaking of unexpected, Stewie is behind them already in bathrooms. That could catch them out, but the problem is the bomb's nowhere near. So a plant, unlikely, even though it would be tremendous for Cloud9. At least they've got Tarek with the M4.
Yeah, the M4 is going to be very problematic here, but maybe not for long. Rain does suspect something's up in the bathrooms there. Finds Stewie 2K, and their chances slipping away of doing anything with this round. 25 seconds remaining at this point. Tarek has got the bomb, but so much work to do. Automatic will not be with him, and Tarek needs to strike in the next 10 seconds or so to have any chance of even getting a plant down here. Automatic might find Kerrigan first, not going to get the kill though. Now Tarek, he'll get one. Does he have any sort of grounds to make anything happen here?
He just wants that plant. He knew it was the intention. Kerrigan, oddly enough, stayed forward. Got the information at the very least. Rain went very passive as soon as it was in the 4 versus 2, as he should do. So 2-0, unsurprisingly. They'll stick with an SMG on Kerrigan. He'll stick with the MP9. Rifles for the rest, and a bit of reinvestment in 2 players means that they'll be ready, even though they could justify staying on the SMGs, but be ready for the buy brought forward by Cloud9 in the next round. Skadoodle saved up to 3,400, so look for a T-side AWP early as well from him.
Oh yes, that will definitely be coming. This is a full eco map. Objective, just try and get 1 kill perhaps. If you get the bomb down, that'll be an absolute godsend in itself. But Kerrigan looking to mow them down. He'll find 2, and he'll actually do a lot of damage here. MP9 going to town. The USP pulled out. It's Rain on Olofmeister to finish things off there. A swift 3-0 for FaZe Clan, and this is where the game really begins. The first gun round. He will indeed see that AWP. Skadoodle almost certainly buys it, but he's got one of the world's best to go up against. We did mention it though, Matt. Guardian looked weak over in Kiev.
Definitely did. He's not been on form as of late. To mention it, though, Skadoodle had a good second half to the series yesterday.
Yes.
That he did play in. The first game, he was a little bit off. In fact, missed a few shots on cash that we made note of that cost them one particular round that ultimately swayed the momentum in terms of economy early on. But guns out, he won't go to the off, so I thought maybe they were saving toward that. Instead, he's going to hold the bomb and hold it well back outside of Monster while Rush and Automatic start to probe exactly what's going on in construction. Aggression toward long from Tarek. He's just waiting to see if there will be some returned from FaZe. It's Kerrigan again that's going to play out by the rocks, so Rain are going to be as dynamic as they dare. Really pick on Automatic sways things considerably because now they do have to look elsewhere on the map. Rush, similar to Get Right, is going to sit on the railing. Try and listen for any cues in B that he can find.
Towards long, that's well ahead, but Carrigan waiting by the bicycle there. He's got the M4, dodge the flash, finds the first frag. Has he got any more on this? He does. He does manage to dink Skadoodle there. The nade comes in, that might be enough. Rain, one of the absolute best players in the bathroom. As you can see, there's styles on two of them there, and Stewie2K has nothing to do in this round, Matthew. 45 seconds remaining. The bomb's down all the way at the other side of long, but he has snuck up to this part of the map. He's going to get a free kill, and Guardian will be making a lot of noise. Guardian's going to hear him and take him down. 4-0 FaZe stand. 4 very clean rounds.
First gun gone. Cloud9 will accumulate the loss bonus, but have to sit tight, be patient, no bomb plant in the last. Otherwise, they could justify buying directly back into it. So force onto Deagles, or semi-buy onto Deagles, I should say.
Yeah, and this is where Carrigan can hold on to this MP9 at this point. Doesn't have to invest too much cash. 5-0, looking very likely at this stage. We'll have a look at the final investment for Cloud9 there. The Deagle's coming out, P250, Rush, and Stewie opting for a bit of Kevlar there. Guardian, a little bit of aggression, doesn't have to find these kills. They know they're up against the pistols here. No one has to overcommit. You can hold back in these sort of positions, have crossfires, and just make sure you give nothing away. Make these kills very difficult for Cloud9 to pick up. Guardian certainly doing a good job of that so far. 2 kills for him, and that's going to be another, maybe not so easy round though, as Cloud9 do find 2 kills back here.
Oh, not only that,
getting the job done.
Tarek finds another. Watch for Olaf on the flank. He's already snuck up behind them from the bathrooms, and Tarek will go down, so that will control the situation. Still a 2 versus 1. Stewie, desperate on an MP9, tries to run and gun. Olaf not fooled. I was about to make mention of the fact that Nico has yet to die. That still stands true, but neither had Guardian only died once. Olaf, none at all. That was the first death for him. They're building a lot of money on the FaZe Clan side, so that round's going to change it a little bit, force out some reinvestment, and Cloud9 will go immediately onto the AWP for Skadoodle with 5 rounds behind them.
Remember, Matt, this is Cloud9's pick. Unfortunately for them, we get a cash next. And last time these 2 particular teams played cash, it was a 16-1 disaster for Cloud9. It all went wrong. They really need to post good numbers here in this first half. So far, nothing really found. Skadoodle, though, does have the AWP as we get into number 6 here. And Stewie, fast through the connector, finds nothing at all. Lots of information gathered as he makes his way towards middle here, trying to pin to that area. And you can see he wants to find frags here. He knows how Rain plays. Damage inflicted, but no kill found yet.
He's going to hold the front side as well because, again, they has the support system behind him of Guardian this time on the AWP. So as soon as Carrigan knew the op was out, he switched. Lots of dynamic play from FaZe in their setup. Play off each other very, very well. Not a lot of damage exchanged against Cloud9. Rain's down to 40, so they'll go passive instead. A very peculiar position. I'm not a big fan of this. I know in the early days, you could catch teams off and go 1 for 1 at the very least from this angle, but it's so commonly checked now.
Well, if Guardian baiting him in, that's the whole idea. If Guardian can just find 1 kill, throw grenades, and just make an absolute chaotic situation towards that side of the map, that could be absolutely everything. But Rain can't move at this point. Guardian has to allow him to be in a strong position. Smoke will come in, flashbangs as well. Guardian still has the advantage, playing towards that APC. Throws the Incendiary, and Rain does go for the pick. Timed it to perfection. Can't find the second, but Guardian does.
Yeah, going early certainly changes the fact that he sits in the corner and waits to get run over, but it's exactly what happens to Guardian as Tarek does get the lane automatic to find Carrigan over the back of the truck. And Skadoodle will go for the safe plants. They've got enough position at long that they'll be able to hold that, so it's not necessarily your standard positions. I see there's control, but Tarek's the one that has to read it and does so perfectly. Just Nico. To die, Nico, only with 1 kill. Hasn't seen a lot of action on B. We'll have to step up in this round. Anything he does in this situation to Cloud9, even if he doesn't win the round, is beneficial because it's going to do a massive amount of damage to the economy. So bomb ticking, he has a kit, he's got some time to play with, but I think he's more important at this point for him to just do anything he can to get one of the remaining 3 players down. Oh my goodness. They think he's nowhere near this. He's on it. Flash as well. They're not going to see it. He's holding this down. They're just getting in position. Oh, thank goodness Skadoodle had a vision back.
Goodness gracious. What are they doing there? They had no control of that bomb. If he somehow kills Skadoodle there, they were not going to win that round. That was too close for comfort for me. I think they forgot where they planted. Either way, they win the round, so no harm, no foul. That is fine. But Nico definitely made it uncomfortable there. Round number 7. That will come through. A clean one from Cloud9 there. 3 players surviving. It's Stewie and Co going for that connector very quickly, knowing it's likely to be clear. Pushing the CTs back, and then Tarek, great work with the AWP once he recovered that weapon. Amazing shot towards Olaf Meister along. First round picked up, but will they be able to chain them together? Oh my goodness, it will be a missed shot from Guardian, but only by a very small margin indeed. And once again, another quick round for Cloud9, sending massive amount of numbers here towards long. 4 players here, automatic to hold towards middle. Notice they've got no one on the B side of the map whatsoever. There's no chance of them falling back here. They've lost information across the map. They need to act swiftly, and they will be executing towards A as they go towards the bathrooms now.
Rain, speaking of bathrooms, is going to take an entirely different approach this round, and this could be amazing. Up from T stairs, no one looking that direction. Automatic still out toward the fountain will reveal that he's there before time. And when she can look toward the others at long, just gets away with it. 15 HP, and smartly he's going to back off immediately. So Kerrigan needs to be set for long. Smoke execution toward the bank stairs, and Guardian have to reverse his angle and look backwards toward the site. Tarek will lead the charge. Checking the corner, that reveals that he's walking through. Pre-fire's easy to predict from Kerrigan, but flashed off. He can't do anything about Stewie. It's now Guardian, who's got the better angle, oddly enough, from the bathrooms because no pressure applied to the reverse side of him. Misses the second shot, but that allows Nico to slide in the back door.
You can see how much disruption that Rain caused with that solo push towards T-spawn. As soon as he gets that kill on automatic, they know they're absolutely done for. They have to just push through smoke. They're going to be pincered in, and you saw Tarek just had to take a deep breath there, run through. He got taken down. A very sloppy finish there from Cloud9, and it does not look like he'll be getting much better.
That stat kind of speaks volumes about this map choice from Cloud9 and how peculiar and odd it really is. They've only won 10 T-sided rounds in the last 4 maps on Overpass against FaZe.
They tried to throw in a bit of a curveball, I guess, and we'll see what happens. It's still very early days. The Deagle's going to be out the CZs, and that's what I mentioned. It's going to get from bad to worse here. That gun round didn't really yield much success for them. No armor, no nades, really, just one flashbang. I think that's going to be thrown towards a connector. They have got control of that particular area, but what can they really do with it? There's no bomb site near here. They have to get through the door and up towards short, and it's just an absolute fortress right now. You've got Nico and Olof Meister ready and waiting on the other side of AK-47s in hand. Full utility as well. How do you break down that force field?
Nico's going to be hungry. He hasn't seen enough action yet as well on that B site. Pistol round, the only time they actually tried to go there. Just to note as well, remember, winner of this goes on to the semi to play against Astralis, and I can guarantee you Astralis is awake this morning watching this game. I've already seen tweets from Dupree and interaction with Zipix, so they'll certainly be studying their opponent for tomorrow.
Well, for now, Cloud9 will make a bit of a desperate attempt towards the A site. They know their Deagles are strong. The surprise has to be on point, though. Guardian, they're relying on him missing a shot. He'll be backed up by Rain for now. He does miss one, so that's their chance to strike. But Rain ready and waiting to welcome them in towards the bomb site. 2 kills for him. Will they get any closer? I don't think so. He's hitting absolutely everything, Matt. He's denied the ace by Guardian, but his job has been done.
7-1. Cloud9 will get back to guns this time, even without the buy, or without, excuse me, the bomb plant. Which, by the way, there really only has been the one from Cloud9. It was the round they were victorious in. It came to kills on the scoreboard. Remember, the bomb was down. It was when Nico almost got away with a ninja defuse. So it's been a struggle just to get to bomb sites right now for Cloud9.
And there is adjustment from FaZe as we go into round number 9 here. Double AWP setup. Olof Meister. He is very proficient with this particular weapon as well. Kerrigan, for the first time, goes towards a connector to actively challenge that position. And speaking of challenges, Rain straight towards middle, takes down Tarek, and another disastrous start here.
You can't give Rain this much space and confidence on this map. We said it. He's been struggling to really get rolling on Overpass as of late. That's changing. He's flanked behind. He's gone underpass. He's played front bathrooms, back bathrooms. He's now running through smokes at mid to get kills and fading away. He's hardly even scathed from that. 74 HP, he gets a kill, and it's for free because now he's back in the bathrooms. He's just as menacing here as anywhere else. This is just him controlling the pace.
And the biggest problem as well, he takes down the in-game leader. Sure, he can still talk, but he loses a massive feel of the map. He's going to have a lack of coordination now as his teammates need to try and recover this situation. Olof Meister, like we said, adjusting things with the AWP now. Flashed in towards Monsters. A decent flash, but can't hit the shot.
Backing away is Stewie. He avoided the flash, which means he's in quickly for shots. Another shot from Olof. This time it actually legs. Automatic through the edge of the wall as well, but puts him to 7 HP. That's enough for him to get traded back in return. It's Rain again on the flank, though, and he's got the M4 in hand. Guardian to watch from the window, wants to relay information. Kerrigan burns Skadoodle alive, and it's just down to Stewie. Desperate as well inside of the pit, but knows that Rain's sneaking in behind him. A chance, perhaps, to find Guardian, who's in the air. Missed shot goes to the knife because he accidentally went for it to try and move away, and no pistol required. It's going to be Guardian on the CZ instead.
Well, that's a sign of things to come, I think, ladies and gentlemen. The knife attempt fails, and it was not comfortable for FaZe in the end there. What an absolutely electrifying finish to round number 9. You think Stewie hits that shot for days, Map?
I don't think he quick switched, and his last weapon equipped was obviously the knife. He didn't draw the pistol when he knew he should have, and not only that, missed a sitter on Guardian in the air, and he knows it. So with a knife he tried to use because it was in his hands, it was accidentally brought out, I'm sure, but 8-1 for FaZe, and Cloud9 needs to capitalize on every opportunity against them in this situation. That's a round lost.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, that's going to be another eco here. They're averaging about $3,500, a couple of them less than that. Stewie, if he wins that round, it would have been such an epic moment. It probably lights the fire beneath Cloud9. They get back into this half. Right now, though, they have to just sit back and wait. As they'll just bring out Glocks, P250s, and a Deagle. A few smokes here they're going to try and execute. I would say towards B, that'd make the most sense to me. Smoking towards Heaven, 2 on the bomb site. 1 towards Graffiti and just try and get that bomb down. A few flashbangs in there. They head towards the connector for now. It's unlikely they try and go towards A. It's such a drawn-out affair to actually get close to the A site. And Rain once again, Matt, how many opening kills is this guy going to get?
All of them.
Yeah, right now he sits at 13 kills. Guardian, he's not doing too bad either.
There's a debate to be had, by the way, about the quick switch mechanic. Obviously, most people have it to Q. Some people have it bound a little bit differently. Where AWP players, I've seen a few that have gone to running Q as your pistol, because that way, no matter what, you're going to bring out your sidearm.
Yeah, most
and then your
players
knife,
do.
exactly, you run as
Yeah,
still number 3.
Separate binds is your thing. You don't want to use the actual quick switch itself. But Ray doesn't even need to change weapons here, Matthew. He'll be getting 2 kills there. Carrigan to finish things off. 9-1. It is a CD-sided map, but Cloud9, I'm not looking or feeling too confident right now. We'll see what they can do here. There is a full buy available. Skadoodle will have $5,400. And then we'll take a pause here just to work out what the play is going into next round. He hasn't bought the AWP yet. Just to know, Rush, 0 and 10. That is not ideal. It seems like this half has just disappeared for Cloud9. Skadoodle 3 and 9. He'll be working out if he wants to buy the AWP.
Just to confirm, it is technical. I saw the admin standing behind FaZe, so this isn't a Cloud9 call. But we're back underway quick enough, so it shouldn't be a problem. Both teams agreeing that they're ready in chat. A one-sided affair so far, and again, as you said, no AWP. It's going to be AKs all across for Cloud9.
Well, we're on Rush for now. He needs to start posting some frags right here.
He's had slow affair in this whole entire tournament. 0 for 10, and he's way off the mark of where he was in the major.
Yeah, the major was astonishing for him, how good he could be. But yeah, the last couple of events, not great. Rain, not going to be as aggressive this time. Still by the smoke. He might even push this map. I hope he does, and surely not. They're not going to let him do this again. He's going to spot 1 and Rush finally makes his mark on the server. And what a kill that is to find. One of the key scouts of FaZe taken down there. 5 versus 4. A lot of work to do here, but that's a great start.
Huge for Rush, because it's so easy to start feeling tense.
The whole world's watching.
Exactly, and you know you need that kill. Every move you make, you're second guessing it. And he shuts down the man who's been running rampant. So Rain gone, now a chance to stabilize some map control toward A, which has not really happened far too often for Cloud9. Rush as well will get the bathrooms. They'll know Rain's not there. Nico will sit at the bottom of the connector stairs, though, and could be a huge problem. Thankfully, Automatic's sitting back and could catch that off. Good find from Tarek. Olaf gone as well. That opens up a lot more space inside of the site. They do still have to contend with the second AWP in the primary Hopper's hands as Guardian gets smoked at the bank stairs. He has a bit of a gap that he can't react fast enough toward. And Kerrigan, though, can. He sneaks up. He doesn't have any smoke in front of him. Automatic to get the kill against him, and now Guardian goes to work, and it's down to a 2 versus 2 with Nico on the flank. No plant this time. At least not yet, as Automatic knows that Nico's behind. Goes for the safe plant on the truck because there's not an angle available to him, and he's not expecting Guardian to go for the one-on-one peek, but he's got an angle held, and it's now 10-1 for FaZe. 5 versus 3. You've got to convert those round your Cloud9 at this point. Rain pushing through the smoke at the start gave them the opening kill. They didn't take down Olaf Meister, caught pushing a smoke, and they execute fully. They had time to fall back or even think about the decision. It was a good execute. The Molotovs are down, the smokes were great, but there were gaps there available. You did see Carrigan fly out the M4A1S, take 2 of them down. Guardian gets set up at that point, and Cloud9 start to crumble when it really matters. Couldn't get the bomb down, weren't even watching their flanks map. They all came from the long area and forgot that the middle area existed at that point. Great timing from Nico. He denies the plant, and once again, dire straits here for Cloud9. They do have the maximum loss bonus. That is enough to buy on the T side. With the bomb going down as well, remember, Automatic did just about plant. They can get the AKs out. They could afford AWP with no armor. Skadoodle hasn't even had the orb yet, to my knowledge. And we'll see if they can get anything done here. Once again, AKs and the basic utility you need to get the smokes, Molotovs, flashbangs, not absolutely everything.
Round number 12, double digits already. How fast has this half been? FaZe is dictating the pace all over the map, and that is obviously a very strong tactic for the CT forces on Overpass, but it needs to be shut down at this point.
Buy again for Cloud9. Get it to 10-5, give them a chance, but that's being very optimistic at this point, I think. So Rain and Guardian, bathrooms together. Guardian looking for an angle toward the fountain. Going super aggressive, didn't have the spawn to do so. Good find from Stewie, meanwhile, toward the water position. First pick again for Cloud9, second round in a row.
Olofmeister this time, the player to drop. They're gonna have to be a little bit more patient this time. Don't have to force the issue, got plenty of time, just wait. See what reaction comes in from the CTs. They're gonna have to push some sort of extremity up the map here. Maybe it's towards Monster, maybe it's towards Shore. Just hold up, make them bait out the utility. Skadoodle heads towards Long, no AWP in his hands, of course. He's got the AK-47. Stewie's being tagged up to 34. We'll look at their adjustments now. It looks like they're triangulating towards the B-bomb side, but Guardian is there towards Shore. He's watching the connector doors right now, as you can see. They need to be very careful of that matter. Stewie will be the only player coming from that direction. Guardian holds his crosshair there. Stewie's teammates ready and waiting outside the monster area. Nico, the last line of defense, watching that particular area. Will they go for a contact play? Yes, they will. This means it is walk in until they get found out.
Guardian already spawning toward it. Gets behind the pillar. He's got a chance to go wide. He can't do it. Nico's going to flash himself back out. Smoke's still down. They're not all through it. Gray screen for them, and Nico nearly sprays down all three. Tarek just barely gets away with one, and that's going to allow Cloud9 to pull the round back. 3 quick kills in the end. 3 stay alive. Extra little injection of cash for the bomb planter, but importantly, 3 stay alive, because again, they face the situation of reset.
Absolutely.
5-1, 5-1. That's how it's gone to reach 10-2. So both times it's maximum loss bonus.
Yeah, they really do need to get consecutive rounds here. That's the aim of the game. Good round for them once again. They do get that opening pick, shutting down any sort of aggression for the CTs. They did the right thing. They didn't have to rush that particular area. Wait, feel up the map, show some presence. No one give up a frag, go into a position together, and a contact play I'm absolutely fine with. That works out. They traded the kill. Sure, it was dicey, and it always will be against a player like Nico. He's going to find multiple kills, but as long as you can shut him down before it's too late, absolutely fine. And now the double AWP set up out once again. This time, Guardian and Rain focusing on the long area. You can see Rain looking at the ground, trying to hide from the terrorists there. Guardian will bait him in, maybe throw a flashbang once he fired his first shot, and that's Rain's chance to swing out, go for the big spray down. But they need contact first. He obviously is relying on Guardian for all his information.
Tarek, Stewie, and Rush to work out from Connector. Rush up to 2 kills now. Not that far behind, to be fair, on 3. Skadoodle. It's really been Tarek fronting the load, not only from an in-game leading perspective, but fragging as well. Set up again, similar. Olaf, though, this time toward B. Guardian has his op toward A, and Rain's pushed out. They know they're not going to be there. This will call us for an early rotation. Thankfully, it's exactly when Cloud9 are executing, so they have a chance to capitalize. Nico has stayed alive in the smoke, and he's got great position on top of the site, literally. As he fires down on Rush, takes him out of the round, and he'll go back to the pistol looking for the planter, but he's a little bit early on his anticipation, and therefore Kerrigan has to make do and make amends by taking back automatic on a trade. Still, though, Skadoodle's going to get on the site. This is aggressive for the op. Has to do something at this point, I suppose. Stewie down as well. He does have the bomb, Skadoodle, but he could never get it planted, and FaZe again will reset Cloud9.
Well, there we have it. Towards B they go once again. Nico just struggling for bullets there, Matthew. He gets 2 with the 30 bullet spray down there. Pulls out the USB, bouncing around, trying to find the AK-47. Cloud9 takes way too long to find that kill on him. Kerrigan rotates through, and Skadoodle can see how uncomfortable he was at that point. Had no utility around him. Couldn't find a good position. You players at the water, at the ramp, towards heaven, graffiti. They were just finding absolutely everything. And this has to be a tactical timeout. They need to win these last 2 rounds to stand a chance against a team like FaZe. They are going to force into it. 1 AK so far. I think Automatic can afford a rifle. He could get Galil armor. He's got $3,000 right now. Kerrigan. I thought he'd look happier at this point. But 11-2 up. They know they've wrecked the money of Cloud9 at this point. So what's their play? Do they go hyper-aggressive and shut down the round straight away? Do they hold back with the AWPs? Olofmeister's contribution with the AWP so far has been a little bit quiet.
Interestingly enough, though, the money is still very honest on the FaZe side as well. So Cloud9, it's a big ask for them with an AK, and
there he is.
Yeah, he's always a fanfare man. But with the CZs, it's going to be very hard to break them down.
Did you see he had the Polish hat on saying Kerrigan as well? That might have been a bit much for me. Trying to get a crowd in the side. Yeah, a bit of pandering, but that's maybe a tactic for him. Get the crowd on his side, and I respect that. But here comes a grenade towards short. It should do a ton of damage. It certainly does. Skadoodle and Rush take it on the dome. And remember, they've got 4 pistols here and 1 rifle.
Rush with the AK. Very quiet, we keep mentioning it. So interesting call to give it to him. Stewie's gonna hold back, and rightfully so, because Kerrigan awaits him on the other side of the wall. There you go. You can see it perfectly. Start to look, CZ75 in hand. Does he expect him to be so close? Not quite. With him now down, it creates problems. They've got to go quickly if they're going to at all. Door open, they want to challenge it instead and force Kerrigan away. That nade could do in Tarek. Oh, not quite. Just barely gets far enough away.
Yeah, lots of damage inflicted, and that's the first pick, and you can see how weak they are, struggling to even get towards a bomb site right now. It seems the start of every round, they're taking such significant damage here. Olaf Meister, remember, no orb this time, but Guardian certainly has. What's the play? 50 seconds on the clock. In Rain once again, man. If you look at his position, he's all the way behind them. He's pushed the playground. He's got them locked in. As Olaf Meister will struggle here. And Guardian, he needs to hit all of these shots, but Nico is there to back him up. And it will be Nico to spray them all down. The bomb down at this point. Guardian to get a little wall bang there. 12-2. Money completely gone now for the last round.
It's hard to imagine that Cloud9 are the ones that pick this map because they're just giving this a free game to FaZe. Rain has done whatever he wants, any round, no matter where he is. They have no execution to try and compensate for that loss of map control, and they're just getting pincered every single time. They started out at A, couldn't get anything done because they were losing the first picks. Now they're just getting locked outside of Monster at B time and time again.
They're not looking like they've got that killer instinct they had in Boston. That was a team that was world class. This team, they seem like they're caught in the headlights right now. FaZe are running around the map, controlling the pace everywhere, and maybe a desperate B rush to finish things off for Cloud9. Olaf Meister hasn't exactly been electric so far. He might be able to struggle here. Indeed, he will, but Nico has been fantastic. 3 for him, looking for the ace. Headshots all over the place as Nico lights them up to bring in the half. 13-2 in favor of FaZe Clan.
A brilliant half at that, no contest at all, and it might be a quick first game if Cloud9 can't get the pistol. It's all but done as they completely destroy, starting in the pistol all the way through. We'll take a break at halftime because I'm sure Cloud9 is going to take the time available and talk this out. Well, I would love to hype up this building as much as it loves to get excited, but I can't. It's a tough thing to do when FaZe Clan walks all over Cloud9, or Cloud9 ultimately doesn't really bring much to the game. 13-2 is the way the first half ends, and hopefully we can get some excitement going because it's been anything but so far.
Yeah, FaZe making them look distinctly average right now. Cloud9 need to wake up. They're not out of it just yet. 13-2 suggests this one will be very quick though. We'll see what they can do. It all starts with this pistol. Ladies and gentlemen, they're gonna need your help here. Make some noise as the pistol begins. 4 sets of armor for Cloud9. Skadoodle will have the defuse kit. That's it, smoke out for him as well. In terms of the T setup, they'll go for a default towards A, 3 towards that connector. Carrigan with the bomb he holds at the playground area. Stewie will fire off the USP. And see if he can start finding some headshots here. Lord knows he needs them.
Stewie still looking around despite falling back inside of the site. Doesn't have a whole lot to work off of. Does have Skadoodle beside him toward the truck, but they're gonna have to be perfect with their shots. Can't miss. Certainly one of the second shot from Stewie. Fortunately, after that, he was standing in flames with no cover. He goes down. Nico's gonna walk in. Fall apart all over Cloud9. It's Tarek that at least pulls them back into the round. Bomb is still planted, and they have to go for the retake. No kits to do so. It's Rush on the back stairs that has the most amount of vision. Unfortunately, the smoke will limit Tarek.
Here we go then. Can Cloud9 do anything with this? Carrigan with the P250. He'll hold towards the bathroom. Confirmed. No flanks are coming in. Olaf Meister by the flower beds.
This is such good positioning because no kit. Yeah, they're going to get close the distance. They know that they're going to have to force this to time. There's no need to go for the long shot. He tries to spin Tarek desperately, but without the kit, no chance. Olaf swings and the crossfire is perfect. Good read from FaZe.
Didn't look pressured at all down that 2-on-2, did they? As soon as they go for the defuse, straight headshot through the smoke. There's nothing they could do. They're gonna have to force by here. That goes without saying. Cloud9 can't allow this to get to map points this early on. We've been on the server for about 15 minutes so far. This is unbelievable. As the CZs will come out. Deagles are there as well. Everyone has to force by. No saving for an AWP here, Skadoodle. Everyone needs to be present and willing to frag here. Armor. 4 CZs, 1 Deagle, 1 smoke, 1 flashbang. Tarek got 2 kills, so he can bring out a little bit of utility where his teammates cannot. And here we go. FaZe not willing to give anything up here. They go for 3 rifles. They want to make sure they play this slow, methodically. Getting towards long, that would make a lot of sense. You know, the most they're going to have there is maybe a scout. Flash over, push that back, trade out if you have to. That's not going to be the case. Pistols up against him, CZ, not known for its amazing range. And they'll safely make their way towards the long area. Nico watching the flanks. He'll be in towards the T-halls right now, making his way towards the fountain. And you can see they're not giving anything away. Flashbangs going in, nades towards the bathroom, doing a bit of damage before they commit. And this has to be the one lead from hell to have any chance, and Sui won't connect it just yet.
Trying, pre-firing at every chance he gets, hoping that one will just magically nail someone in the dome and they'll get something to work with, because right now had nothing go their way, and the only thing going their way is a stampede of FaZe players coming down from long. It starts off very well for that stampede. Trample over Skadoodle, Automatic, and Stewie, and young Simba's father's dead as Tarek arrives on the site to try and do anything with this. Off with the MAC-10. HB on Guardian, and they're going to save this armor. And CZ, you're saving this to concede map points. I think that speaks for itself.
Yeah, it certainly sets the scene. Map point comes in, and this one, unfortunately, has not lived up to the hype yet, Matt. This is a rematch of the major final, where Cloud9 actually managed to win this map. So there you go. And we'll have a look at the scoreboard here. Rush, 4 kills, Automatic 5. No one really stepping up. Tarek's done a decent job, 12 kills for him. Olaf Meister, he said, quiet game, but he hasn't had to do much. He's gone down 8 times. 19 kills with Carrigan, though. Nice to see him at the very top, considering the scoreline they've got right now. If they're winning like this, I don't mind the in-game leaders being at the very top, but non-fraggers, because it just suggests they're playing so well and contributing so much that they're actually being very effective. And yeah, Cloud9. Map point coming in. Like I said, it feels like this game's been on for about 10 minutes so far. The scout will come out for Stewie. CZ's around him. Last chance on Overpass. And the problem is, it doesn't get any better here. They go on to Cash next map, and they got 16 wand.
Yep, last week by this team on that map. Does not look good for them in their semi-final chances. Olaf stays on the MAC-10, obviously.
Can you find any silver linings right now?
Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing. I spent all summer looking for silver lining. As Nico gets inside of water, Rain through Monster will try and swing out. Enter in. Good play from Rush and Tarek. They'll find kills to the good as they actually open up and knock down 2 FaZe players. They can't get toward the guns, however. Guardian's gonna babysit those. That's all he has to do. Keep them protected. Guard as Guardian should. Smoke's in the site, they'll slow it down. They'll go for the boost as well, hoping that they've forced Tarik back toward the barrels. Unfortunately, the smoke is gonna work against them, despite that they're limiting Tarik's vision with it. So, bit of a double-edged sword, because this boost certainly had position that would have caught him off.
Waiting, they're being very patient here. Automatic will jump up, and they have managed to recover at least the UMP from what I can see. Nico doesn't get anything from that boost, and we'll be up to Tarik now. He uses the smoke to maybe recover a little bit more. He got to the AK-47.
Yeah. I was wondering where it was. I just switched in. It was underneath the body, so I couldn't quite see it. He certainly did. He found it. Carrying him a 2. Still pulled back. Stewie with the kill, and it's him and Tarik to work together. Stewie has the scout. They both have armor, and Tarik with the AK. Guardian's going to try and run this back toward A. 39 seconds, so lots of time to do so, and they'll play this. They have to in the buddy system, meaning they'll have to go for the retake.
He goes towards long. He has got an open side, but obviously he'll have no idea that's the case. Now going very slowly, Stewie and Tarik will stick together. Guardian, if he's smart, will plant towards the bank here. That will give him an absolute maximum chance of winning this round. Exposed towards the bathroom, that's where he'll probably take a massive risk here. And there he goes. On the bomb side now, nothing here. Just double checking absolutely everything he can. 10 seconds. What kind of plant's he going for? On the truck. So at least it's safe, but he has got CTs coming in towards middle, but I don't think he hears him. He's got no real chance here. Stewie should be able to take him down. There it is. Headshot comes in. Still in there for now.
Justifies the save in the previous round. Had to do something. They'll go searching for further utility and guns. They both grab an AK immediately. And we get a 3rd round for Cloud9.
Yeah, just 12 in a row now required for overtime. At this point, though, Matt, we've been in here many times before in our casting. We know that these teams, sure, they probably have accepted this game is over. But still, let's shake off the nerves. Let's try and have some camaraderie. Let's get some frags, and let's show we can get warmed up for the next map and just get some frags on the board and kind of just shake those nerves off. You know, there's obviously going to be something that's not quite right here. It's a chance to discuss and just kind of get warmed up into the game.
And 2 different points of view in the pre-game interviews as well. Stewie's saying, you know, we love playing these guys. It's all, missed smoke. They love playing these guys. They know it's always close, etc. It hasn't really been that close. Yes, okay, they won the major, but the response from FaZe was exactly that. We want to send a message each and every single time we play them because they stole what was ours, and they certainly have ever since. Another very one-sided game, and point I want to make with that is don't expect them to let off the gas pedal just because Cloud9's got a few rounds or they're still well behind. They're going to want to end this as fast as they can to send a message and put it in the head for the next map as best they can.
That's a good point. They don't want to allow them to get back into this game whatsoever. Even though they know it's pretty much guaranteed they win this map, they want to make it a 16-3 scoreline, but they might have to wait a little longer. Cloud9 putting up a fight here as 4 kills coming on their side, make it 5. Clean sweep. Like we said, starting to show some form now, and this will start to get FaZe a little bit worried for what could come in the next map, because clear that Cloud9 won't be giving up without a fight here. It looks like it has to be a full eco for FaZe with just 2 grand available.
So maybe something in it for Cloud9's CT side. On their map choice, though, given these rule sets, they have to start out T. And obviously, that didn't entail as much as I would have expected. Let's see if the smoke lands this time. Didn't affect them last round, obviously. It may not this time either, because actually they're all heading toward A. I'll watch it for my own curiosity. They did land it. Stewie's gotten Kerrigan down early, playing aggressive as Rain did many, many times with the rifles. Fortunately oversteps the mark ever so slightly and faces down 2 at once. Kerrigan, the first man he killed, got a lot of damage in, but look at the response. It's swift. Tarik with 2 and Skadoodle immediately on the case. Down to just Nico. I say this with a bit of bated breath. He hasn't had to do much. He had the ace, obviously, Nico, but he's been quiet otherwise. 17 kills total. Again, you said it, Kerrigan leading the way. Everyone's been involved at some point in time. It's not like they've needed anyone to step up individually.
Well, starting to climb that mountain. Cloud9 do convert 3 rounds in a row, but there is another gun round available for FaZe here. AKs across the board, no war for Guardian. Just trying to do whatever they can now to find that golden round that will guarantee the map. Double AWP set up for Cloud9 though, automatic and Stewie. Skadoodle has shied away from the AWP throughout this tournament, Matt. Is he not feeding it? I have to say, he's been AWPing a lot less than usual. And the performance of him obviously has changed with the rifle in his hand. Stewie, still good as ever though, finds that first kill, takes down Guardian, but not for long. Kerrigan will answer back swiftly. 4 versus 4, which definitely does favor the terrorist forces here. Tarik still alive, the top fragger for Cloud9. It's not over just yet.
You're right in saying that, you know, perhaps if one op's in someone else's hands, it's situational. I guess based on spawn, based on confidence, based on, you know, what they have and what they know they're going against. Maybe it's to duel against one person in specific. But when there's a double op up and Skadoodle doesn't have one, that speaks highly of the situation and the fact, and I think
Yes.
you're right, that he's not confident on it. He's been well off as of late.
Well, there we go. We'll see whether FaZe can convert this round. It's number 21 here. Gone a little bit deeper than we expected. Cloud9 back and wait. No aggression from them. Two players waiting on the bomb site towards A. Skadoo behind the truck. And Tarek, same position right now. He might go to the one and done position in the corner there. He will indeed. So in terms of smokes, 2 available for FaZe. Going to execute towards A. Automatic and Rush will be on the B side of the map. Rush will have the flank behind them. As you can see, he'll have to go through the connector. Automatic suspects an A attack with Rush confirmed. Intel that B looks clear. Will rotate through, and he has got that all, remember.
Front stairs all ready for the take on the A site. Tarek wants to go out. He's trying to dodge flashes. He won't get flashed into turn, but he knows they're walking up. Gets one, but only one. Skadoodle, who's supposed to play off of that, goes down immediately to Rain. That spells perhaps disaster and perhaps the end, because Automatic on an AWP is going to try and retake. Rush on the flank has a chance, but he's got to be perfect on his approach, and unfortunately a flank from Olaf within the site finds Automatic, and with the time as such and him already on the stairs, they're going to start looking this direction. They're going to know that he's sneaking in behind them, so AK in hand to try and salvage the map and continue it on. There's still a long way to go even if that happens, and I don't think it will. Nico in the corner, perfect crosshair placement, 16-5, FaZe take map 1.